Hey there, Aries. How's it going, Aries? So I'm Maggie with Moon Directed. Welcome back. If you've been here before, if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for helping to grow my channel. If this is the first time you're here, welcome. I'm glad you stopped by. I hope you find something of value here. If you do, be sure to give me a thumbs up or subscribe. Hit the notification button so you know when I go live. That would be excellent. Be sure to share with your friends and comment. All these things help me grow my channel, and I really appreciate it. So what we do at this channel is we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best use it to really move our life forward in a very positive way. And I like to start with a conversation starter from the universe of using Poppy Palin's Everyday Enchantment Tarot. And then we get into the different cycles and the areas of the moon using the Queen of the Moon Oracle cards from Stacey DeMarco. And then I like to finish it up with a power color card, something tangible that you can use for your intention during the week. Like you can really use it to focus in on, how you're moving things forward. And every time you wear that color or you see that color, it just reminds you that this is the journey you're on this week. We moved into this week with the moon, a full moon in Cancer that just happened on Saturday. And so that was so powerful, right? The energy of that was really wrapping it up, personal issues. If you didn't get a chance, I did do a live video on it. I'll link it at the back of this video, and you can go and see it. There was some really good information in there for all the signs. So it was about this moon in Cancer is about right now self-reflection and really taking a look at yourself and see how this looks. Like you're up to your neck in emotions, but you're not drowning in them. It's a real opportunity to look at where you are as you move through this. And the moon will be in Cancer all the way until sometime late on in the afternoon on Monday, which is so it's a really good time to really get in there and reflect. Okay, so what does the universe want to talk to you about today? The Wheel of Fortune. That's divine timing. Look, that wheel took off on him. And if you look really closely, people are having fun with it. He could be upset. I mean, it's going to slow down his workday, but right? He's like, oh, look, it's taking off. Things are changing, and there's butterflies and rainbows, and the dog is laughing and chasing, and people are cheering him on. And so change is coming. Change is coming, Aries. And right now, this is in your, right now we're starting in the fourth house of home, but we're going all the way working all the way through to your intimate relationships by the end of the weekend. And so here we go. Things are changing. And maybe you need to just sit and take a rest. And it's so funny because I have a friend who's in Aries, and she just contacted me yesterday. She's like, I'm taking the next week and a half off. And I thought, good for you. And look, the universe is supporting that attitude. So that's great. So take a little time out. Do some navel gazing, like steady yourself. Where am I? But get really in touch with who you are and where you are and how you're handling things moving forward. And then let's just see where we go with that. So for a little advice on using that moon in Cancer between now and early in the day on the 24th, where, that's Christmas Eve and a lot of the world celebrates that. Between now and then, it's kind of like a nice restful downtime. So we're going to use the Gateway Oracle cards from Denise Lynn. It says, I am incredibly generous being, sharing of yourself. So have you been too sharing? Maybe that's what you're looking at. Maybe I give too much and I need to take a break, right? But things are changing. So maybe you need to help to bring things into balance. Maybe you've been too giving. That's a possibility. Some people don't give enough. Other people give too much. So on Monday evening, it moves into Leo, which is really cool because, right, he's the king of the jungle and Christ is the king. And I just like the synergy of that. But it's all about pleasure. It's about pleasure and enjoying, but in doing it in balance, right? Have you been giving too much? Did you spend too much? You giving too much of your time and energy? Or are you just giving too much money? What are you doing? Right? So finding the balance of pleasure. Don't have too much to eat and drink. Keep everything in balance, but enjoy yourself, right? So to get a little guidance on that, we're using Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler Oracles. Oh, fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Okay, so maybe you've been giving too much, or maybe you've been collecting partners along the way to help you share the burden, which is excellent. There are people traveling with you. It says support is all around you. So make sure you're looking for that support. It's out there. So that's great. That is great energy. And then it moves in on Wednesday evening into Virgo. And Virgo brings everything down to earth. But this energy is about looking for the beauty in things and finding that there's growth and resilience and in what people thought was a waste, there ends up being new growth. And so that's very Virgo, but it's also about using, looking at the details of it, like getting down into it and nurturing it and growing it. So if for any reason this is not really resonating with you, Aries, make sure you check out your moon and your rising sign. I did put a link below with a calculator so you can calculate where that is. But if it is resonating, be sure to give me a thumbs up or comment. Let's see what this is. The wisdom of, here we go. The wisdom of, I think you get two. Wisdom of Avalon cards from Colette Baron Reed on this resilience. Oh, the Grail Knight. That's love. That's a love quest. It could be love of a project. It could be love of a person. It could be something that is really, really super important to you. And oh my gosh, you actually have three. You have three. Okay, so there is a disruption. There is a disruption. Things, remember, the Wheel of Fortune. It's taken off. It's going. Things are not, and so that's a disruption. Disruption doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It means things are not the way they've been going, but it's really important that you seek your personal truth. What is the truth of the situation? And see, there's water way down there at the bottom. It's a bridge over the water. So it's about being in touch with your emotions, being in touch, being grounded, and being up in the air. Like it's the whole thing. It's like thinking your way through the whole situation and finding your truth. What is your truth in this situation as you seek what is really important to you? What is like your quest? It's like a quest. It's an excellent card. I'm so excited for you. Way to go, Aries. All right. So, then the moon is going to move really late Friday night, Saturday morning, depending on where you are, into Libra. And Libra likes balance. It really does. And now we're moving into Aries, into your 7th house of partnerships. And so this is an opportunity for you to really dig into the wisdom of the lessons that you've learned this year. And be grateful for the lessons. And believe me, the hard times is where the real lessons are. And so finding the gratitude in that is really important because remember, there's divine timing at work. There's been divine timing. Things are turning as they were supposed to, and you're protected by the divine, by source, by God, by your angels and guides. You are protected through this disruption while things are changing. You do have support. There are fellow travelers out there, but remember to stand in your truth. It's your truth. This is what's important right now. And have you been giving too much? Maybe, maybe not. That's part of your truth that you need to seek out here. So to get a little guidance on this, I'm going to use the Oracle of the Unicorns by Cordelia Brava. And let's just see. Ooh, we get two. Oh, Aries. This is an Aries card. Why do I say that? Because Mars rules Aries, right? It's anger. But sometimes it's appropriate anger, right? So it says safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. This could be this disruption thing. Could be you standing in your truth. This would be how you find, your quest and how you get the wheel turning. This is use your anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions. They're all sacred. But look, you also have this miracles. Miracles. It says, have faith that miracles are on your way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender to love. And look, miracles are on the way. Things are changing. Things are going to happen. So, wow, that's some pretty powerful stuff there, Aries. It looks like a big week for you. So let's get you a color card to go with all that. So maybe you'll be a little angry. Maybe you'll be a little upset. But maybe it's righteous anger. Maybe you have been giving too much and it's time for some other people to pitch in and do their part. Maybe you need that break way more than you think you do. Okay, whoa, 2 colors for you. All right, so this week, inhale a breath of life. Take a breather. Take a breather. Rest. Take a breather. You really, really need it. But also protect yourself. Protect yourself. So you have 2 colors, peach and azure, blue. So azure, however you say that, there's miracles on the way. things are changing. There's been a disruption, but things are moving. And so it looks pretty good. We're at the end of the year. We're moving into a new cycle. And so it's expected, right? So rest up, get ready, because I have a feeling this next year, 2019, is going to be big for a lot of people. And I think, Aries, you're one of them. All right, you guys take care. I will see you next week. And remember, I just did a live yesterday for the full moon in Cancer. So check out that link and see where, if you can find some additional advice and guidance in that. I can almost talk. All right, you take care. Bye.